Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Today we have been to Parc Asterix.
Parc Asterix.
These guys' first time. I hadn't been in over a decade. So yeah, we're going to sit here in...
The Sequoia Lodge
What's the bar? Redwood.
Bar at Disneyland Paris.
resort.
No resort on that.
It's got like 74 hotels, of course it's a resort. So yeah, we're going to talk about all things Asterix-y.
Yeah.
Is that a term?
Sure.
Should we shoot from the hip and start at the start? Like
France.
no, I mean
There's going to be structure in this video, ladies and gentlemen.
let's not jump straight into Toutatis Trevor.
Trevor Alice.
So I labelled Toutatis as Trevor because Toutatis is just too much. So Trevor.
Too hard to say.
But yeah, you come in this morning, didn't you?
Yeah, I
You
drove in
drove
this morning on the train.
And then
I got to the hotel at what, 8:30?
Yeah, and then we was here yesterday in Disney and drove to Asterix this morning with Craig. Luckily enough, Poppy, you were gifted.
I was very nicely gifted 2 tickets and fast passes by
To
Parc Asterix.
Iron Maiden.
To Parc Asterix. And
Careful, that was
Craig,
spot on. You might get copyright for that.
Well, let's hope so.
and then Craig joined us as well.
Yes.
But for the base of it, what was your ticket? 50,
45, 50 quid?
45, and then with Poppy's gifted, we were also gifted the gold Floatotix fast pass, which was then 40
pass.
£40 for yourself.
£45,
Yeah.
and then it was an extra 10 for
Trevor.
So all in all, £100 for yourself. Realistically, for tickets,
Yeah, and no more than 100.
which is pretty much the same price you pay for a day at Alton Towers for the ticket and then the fast pass on top of that.
Yeah, well, an ultimate fast pass Alton Towers now is like 75
And
quid.
then
So
62 quid for a normal ticket. So yeah, it's 30
so
quid.
basically, I'm quids in it right now.
You're basically 20 quid down because the £30 difference pay for your train, which is 50 quid.
I still reckon I've made a
you're still
profit
better
compared to Alton
Yeah,
Towers.
and the fuel as well, exactly
Yeah.
the same distance. So it's
And I didn't have to go on the Castle Alton Manor.
Was it 200 from Calais to Asterix is like 230 odd miles, isn't it? And then Alton Towers is like 260.
Yeah, I'll use probably 3/4 of a tank of fuel.
Yeah, so it's
Which
kind
is
of
about what I use for Alton Towers, to be
yeah,
fair.
yeah. So
Yeah,
realistically,
it's normally roughly the same.
So it's balanced out
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
I would say I've done more today than I would have done if I had gone to Alton Towers.
Yeah,
That's not hard. There's more rides.
And they're open.
I know. And their effects are working.
Well, we'll
Give or
get to
take.
We'll get to that when we talk about the Madhouse.
but yeah. I think the entrance is really good, really nice theming,
Yeah.
How
really
much
nice.
is the car park?
The car was 20,
€20.
which is a bit,
Quite steep for a car park.
but
Yeah,
it
that's
is
intense.
cheaper than here. So if you live in France, you'd always say, oh yeah, but that's not bad because that's fair.
Yeah,
But if we went to Alton Towers and it was 10, and then you went somewhere else and it was 7, you'd be like, oh, that's not bad, it's cheaper than Alton Towers.
you just gone bought Park and Alton Towers right there, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
You just-
But if you were to compare prices from a local park to another local park, it's different. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. They're capitalising on it. It is what it is.
Yeah, you got a captive market really, because
Yeah.
there's nothing near Asterix
No. Literally, you got Paris and
except for
Lyon.
the A road.
Yeah. Well, they got 2 major cities, and they got Paris and Lyon that are like,
Lil.
and Lille that are in around that. But yeah, take the car park out of it. I think the entrance was really good, really well themed.
Stunning.
You had yours on your DigiPass wallet thing, didn't you? On your phone, your
Oh no, I just
ticket.
screenshotted it.
There
They don't
you
have
go.
an add to wallet. They didn't have an add to wallet.
No.
Which that's a. They could do
But
that.
I will give them, guest relations are very good. We went there to get Poppy's tickets,
Yeah.
and they set the app up for us, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They logged
and
in,
mine.
and Craig's. They logged us all in. They've done all the fast pass, added up to it for us.
And they showed us how to make it in English.
Yeah, and then before
Yeah.
we actually go onto the park, the fast pass was brilliant. So they'll give you a list. Let's say you had 8 rides. They give you a list, and they'll literally tell you how many times you had left on that fast pass. You have a limited day, you have 1 rider. But Poppy and I got put together, so it'd always say 2 left. And you literally get to the queue line, you pick the ride that you're on, and it will just say you're in the countdown. It'll take 15 seconds to load.
Yeah, it's almost immediate.
Yeah, and then there's a separate little booth just around the corner, big blue sign, although we couldn't find the one for the Rapids. There's a big blue box that says fast pass in French. Yeah, Photomatic. And then you literally just go in. Some of them are through the exit, which I don't like personally. It's crowded because a lot of them you have the ride access and you have the fast pass. going
Yeah,
in,
and everyone
and then
coming out.
everyone unloading. So that needs a
But
bit of
that,
work
to
on.
be fair, you looked at that. That was only on the older rides.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
on things like Trevor or the Woody.
Yeah,
you
Pegasus,
know.
not Pegasus, Zeus.
Zeus
Zeus 2.
Zeus rides again.
But that was really good. Their customer service was brilliant. There's a bit of a hiccup with our tickets, but they were really, really good with that.
I mean,
And
plus
then-
we were there like well over an hour early.
Yeah, but when,
So
I
we
didn't
had
realise
time.
that the gates opened at 9:30, but the park was open at 10. So they would let you into a little holding pen, which I'd say is probably about half a mile.
Not
From-
even.
It's probably about the length of Tower Street, to be honest.
Yeah,
With
and
more
there's-
shops.
yeah.
There was a lot of shops.
Yeah, so they flog it straight away. There's a little coffee shop in there. £6.50 for your unlimited coffee cup
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Which is good, although Poppy only didn't get another hot drink after that. So
I know, but it just got so hot so quickly. I thought it was going to like build up, but it literally hit 10 o'clock and then just hit 21 degrees
Oh,
and that was it.
I thought you meant the coffee. I was like, coffee's meant to be hot. I was like,
No, it hit like 21 degrees and it was just consistently 21 all day.
So I think the reason why they open them shops up is to try and separate that crowd of
Yeah.
and start
people.
getting the money out of you.
Yeah, I mean, we done straight away. We got the coffee, and then we looked at it. I was like, well, that's a massive bunch of people. So we just had a little wander around the shops and whatnot just to get away from it all. The only thing I will say about that is there's no map by the rope drop to see where you actually want to go. You go through to the Colosseum bit, where the show building is,
Yeah.
and then there's a barrier to say which way you want to go. But where that rope drop is, I think there should be something to say.
To be fair-
Toutatis right, Pegasus left,
They could actually move the rope drop further
to the areas you want to go
to the Colosseum
Yeah.
and then have two ropes left and right.
Yep. Yeah, because right's what? Toutatis, Trevor, the bobsleigh,
I would say right is water rides.
Wall rides and Trevor, and then left is
Yeah.
Pegasus, Zeus,
Madhouse.
the ride that I can't remember, even though we rode it. And it actually,
Goudrix.
Is that what it was? I can't remember getting off it.
Which one?
Goudrix. Yeah. there.
See what you did there, sir.
But yeah, no, it's a really nice. It's a really well, well, I would say laid out. It's a wide path. There's enough space for it. We went in its half term,
Yeah.
but with the structure of it, there's no bunching of crowds. I think was the best way to say it.
Yeah, once the initial bull run
Yeah.
is done, then you're all right. But yeah. So then we head. Where did I take you first?
We
Went
went
on
to.
a boat ride.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh
Went
yeah,
on
the
a
boat ride.
It was the Emerald de Croissant. but
Yeah,
it's not
the,
called-
the 7 to 8 minute boat ride.
it's fairy tale storybook here, but in the world of Asterix, isn't it?
Yeah. It was like being a little boat in Miniland at Legoland.
That's it.
Yeah, I would say it's a lot sturdier than the mini boats at Legoland.
And the water was a lot cleaner.
The water is incredibly clean.
Yeah.
If you want
I don't know if it's
clean
going to pick it up, but it is pretty much that blue. That is not a joke. It is that blue.
It's a suspicious shape, that lamp.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that little water ride served a purpose to let the crowd, let's say, disperse, and then we picked it up.
To be fair, none of us knew it was 8 minutes long.
No, none of us knew it was 8 minutes long.
I think we can't. Also, I was going to say here now, we will not sit here and slag queue times off because we fast passed everything.
Yeah.
Our Goudrix, it was only like it was a walk on, and
But we did have fast passes.
and we didn't use them, and we did queue for Trevor at the end. But with the unlimited fast passes, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's a 45-minute queue, or I was only a 10. Don't worry about that. We didn't queue, not being posh.
We did queue, don't you know?
We did queue.
Don't you know?
And part of me
Pinky
now
out.
is thinking like, oh, I kind of wish we did queue for something for the theming of it and whatnot, because their rides
Yeah.
and their structures are very well
Yeah.
themed.
Well, we're talking about the depressing theming when we get to the Madhouse.
Yeah.
Because that's, obviously, first major ride we went to was Goudrix.
That needs to go.
Oh, that's horrible. I don't know why you did that to
So-
us. I don't know why we did it to ourselves.
I was kind of pulling my harness down, and as I pulled my harness down, they then decided to shut the harness on me.
Yeah.
So I was like this the whole way around Goudrix, one arm sort of here, and then this arm, because I couldn't, the side of the car and the harness is too close together. So I'm kind of just hanging around. It was
And it's
disgusting.
sort of annoying because for the most part, those cars are really, like before the train moves, you just sat there.
They're comfy.
They're
when
comfy.
You just sat
They're
there, it's
comfy.
really comfy and squishy, like a pillow.
Yeah, and then you get a concussion.
Yeah.
Like that's worse than I remember it.
I didn't enjoy that at all. And
No,
then,
that was
like
aggressive.
I will play a clip of the POV shortly with the swearing.
it was disgraceful. It was
because-
horrible.
That's
I could tell you weren't having a good time because I could hear you swearing in front of us.
yeah. Okay, the roughness of that POV is not going to do justice of just how rough that is.
Oh, je me suis tué les oreilles.
Ah,
Mes oreilles.
my body is shot. I hurt.
Voilà, j'ai plus d'oreilles.
I think we got to the last lift hill and I just shouted in front of him. He was like, Craig, I hate you.
Yeah.
I mean, he said that before we even got to the park, so.
Yeah. It's a fair walk as well to Goudrix. I've noticed that. It's the far end of the park. I get that.
And it takes up a fair chunk of land.
Yeah,
it's not a small coaster.
But then it's so well done around it. The little bridge that goes over to like Pegasus and to Zues, and that bit of the park is really nice. And then there's that yellow eyesore that looks like it's just.
Yeah, I got a feeling. Surely for their next major project, that must be the one to go.
Yeah, surely.
Well, if you look at it, there's no theme or anything to it. There's just
There's
nothing.
nothing there. It's a big chunk of land.
And that's Firewing B&M we've got, miss.
I'm just not even gonna. I'm not even gonna.
Don't take the bait.
They're all arranged in it, though, aren't they? You know, Chessington's got
They
one.
must be flogging them cheap because no one wants them.
Didn't Legoland get one as well?
Buy one, get one free?
Yeah, fair. But I mean, it's happening. Yeah, I don't want to talk anymore about Goudrix or their lack of benches around Goudrix.
Yeah, not like.
Yeah. Well, did we go straight to Zeus 2?
Straight to Zeus 2. Saw Zeus' underpants.
Yeah. What was on his underpants this
They
year?
were.
Ducks.
Ducks.
No, we went over that really nice bridge as well.
Yeah, the bridge toward.
Yeah.
the
Bridge to duck underpants.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I feel there needs to be that bit of pond there needs a bit more water theming. Like, it's going to sound really extravagant to me, but do you remember? I don't know if they do. They do a Roller Coaster Tycoon. They do a jumping fountain that goes over the park.
Yeah.
I would love that, like a double works just to have.
Yeah.
Just to have that over the bridge. Just something a bit. It's a nice view. It's that, but I think it just needs a little bit of like, look, we can do this down here.
You were there at that big lake. Something should be in the lake. Something should
Yeah,
like,
just
Mist.
a waterfall.
Mist.
Yeah.
Mist
More
and fire.
mist.
Mist and fire.
Hashtag more
Yeah, a
mist.
waterfall, water fountain, even just something. But yeah, and then over to Zeus, which are the new trains there. So I'll let you review this because you've done it.
Yeah. So I
Before
did.
and
I
after.
did Zeus version 1, which had the old. Oh god, it made the old Great Coasters trains. I think the old 6 per car. I think. I remember that being a pretty decent ride. It wasn't mind-blowing. It wasn't like terrible. Now it's got the sexy Timberliner trains, which I am a huge fan of the Timberliner trains. I don't know about you two.
I don't think the train was a problem today.
No.
No.
But like you get in the train and the train's comfy with your
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, I like this.
with
yeah.
your meaty lap bar,
Meaty. It was like being hugged by a giant pillow. It was.
with your girthy lap bar.
Sorry, the boost I do free from the circle. That helps.
Should we relocate to the?
Yeah.
We're just going to relocate.
Dancing, walking, rearranging furniture.
Okay. So we've relocated, as you can see.
Welcome.
Welcome to our new home.
Our
Voila.
bench.
What was I saying? Yeah, so Timberliner trains. Very nice trains.
Yeah.
First half of the ride, I had no issues with.
No,
I
that
thought
first
it was
drop was
absolutely
unreal.
smashing. And then we got to the high five.
Oh, I was so excited for that all day as well. That
Yeah,
high five.
high five was fine. After that, it was just absolutely savage.
Yeah.
I come off that, and this isn't me being grumpy. This is me generally. I come off that and said to you both, I'm ready to go now. Like I was
Yeah,
rattled from
you-
Goudrix, and that rattled my heart. Like I come off that, and I generally
It was
have
a weird
palpitations.
rattle, wasn't it? Yeah.
And I come off that, I was like, no, I can't. I
Yeah,
can't
you
do this
didn't look
anymore.
well to me.
I want to go home.
Yeah.
It was. I get Goudrix being like it is, but
Yeah, I mean, owned in 1989.
yeah.
It's
But Zeus 2, up into that high five, was such a great ride. Such great air time. Is it the weird little tiger mouth thing you go through on the first drop? That's really well themed.
oh, the little tunnel, yeah.
Yeah, and it had the lightning effect through it and all that kind of stuff.
To be fair, that tunnel on the second
Yeah.
half
Yeah,
with all the smoke
that
was really
lovely.
good.
Yeah,
Stunning.
that was lovely. But
Like the crack of the thunder, the
that
mist.
that high five after that, I was done.
But you don't expect it. That's what makes it worse.
Yeah. So you guys are front row.
Yeah, I dread to think what that backwards facing row would have been like.
Yeah.
Like, I bet that's absolutely evil.
I'm generally intrigued to see both of our POVs because obviously I've got a chest mount and you've got yours on your wrist.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like a constant.
A constant
like I'm
what?
wondering-
A constant-
I'm wondering how bad the rattle is of the camera because it does.
Yeah.
It feels like even going up the lift hill, it was like.
Yeah.
"Ugh."
But then I've got the advantage of having filmed for 15 years on rides, so...
Oh, wow.
It's,
See, it's got the better POV. You can decide that one because they're both going to be uploaded.
at some point.
Then after that, went to...
Where did we go after that?
Pegasus.
Yeah.
We actually got to look at Disco Blitz, didn't we? Which for some reason I don't understand why that's not on the Fast Pass.
It's got such awful capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think.
Yeah, Pegasus though, I enjoy it again. I enjoy Pegasus theming.
First half was great.
Yeah, so
I've
again,
seen a trend here.
So again, we had the Fast Pass. The theme was great. They have the lift access as well for wheelchair access for the lift.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really well done. They had the little train station board by the dispatch.
Yeah.
That was quite nice. Had like
It didn't work, but...
Yeah. So that was a nice little touch. The ride itself, smooth, I thought.
The backwards bit.
Yeah.
I will say, like, the projection mapping in the... I don't even know what you called it. In the hut. In the garage.
The Medusa shack.
Yeah, in the Medusa garage. Was really actually very good until the shutter opened again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As her face changed, and it sort of ruined the whole
Disappointing
effect.
now.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
It's also completely pointless.
But that's the reason I'll give 13 credit for what they do with their reverse switch track drop piece. It is fully submerged darkness because they've got the luxury of going down a level.
Yeah, and underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the backward section again. I'm not massively tall, but the side cushions weren't there, and I completely wrapped my ribs on that backwards S-bend.
Yeah, that was really rattly, that backwards S-bend.
There's no need for that. But it was nice seeing, because when you actually park up after going backwards, you see the switch track, it was actually nice to see the mechanics of it.
Yes.
Because
Nerdy Craig, love that.
But you don't see that at 13, do you?
Yeah, if you're in the front, you do.
Oh, yeah, at the front.
But their one's just a...
Yeah, but this is like a full 180 rotation.
Yeah. I mean, they do
nice.
like their transfer tracks at Parc Asterix.
Yeah.
They do, you know.
Yeah,
if they've got a gimmick, their gimmick is transfer tracks.
Again, that was like the third ride of the day, and I got rattled again, and I was just like, surely this can't be...
Theme of the day.
Yeah, that was my concern. I was like, it can't be. Surely.
Unfortunately, when you think about it, we got battered on quite a lot of rides today.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, the log flume was probably...
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
After Pegasus, where's after Pegasus?
I think we all kind of said, no, let's go do something calming, and then decided to go on Rapids.
Twice.
Yeah, Rapids first time round was your box standard Rapids, wasn't it? It was wet.
It wasn't that rapidy.
It was
But-
wet.
I remember the comment. It was your comment, Craig. Was it's more like bouncing off the walls than I am going through Rapids?
Yes.
I feel like this is less rapidy, more like concrete wall hittedy.
It was bouncing off concrete.
So it was.
Don't get me wrong, it was more wet than any Merlin Rapids.
It was a moist
Mostly because
experience.
the waterfalls worked on this one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They turned them on.
It was definitely a moist experience. You come off a little bit inconvenienced.
Yes.
And then we decided, it's a walk on. Let's just go on it again. But we went on it again, but with the same 4 people that went on it the first time.
Yeah.
So the weight hadn't changed or anything like that. It's just
I
the
think we
distribution.
moved like 2 people around.
And I think it's safe to say is that I certainly come off looking like I had just walked straight into a swimming pool.
Oh, they're going to see that, don't you worry.
And that was at 11 o'clock, and I did not get dry until about 2. About 3 hours later, I finally dried. Park map in my pocket had literally dissolved into my shorts.
So his shorts now say Parc Asterix on them.
You have got a really nice blue like outline or something.
You two were like wet.
Oh no, my arse is wet.
It was, the second time round was how a rapid should
I think
be.
like I got copped by everything the second time round. I got copped by the waterfalls. You got copped by you just got copped by everything.
I think I said on either your vlog or my vlog, it's like, that's how rapid should be. So we can't whinge because we whinged that the rapids at home aren't good enough. So you can't whinge that we come in now and the rapids are actually rapids.
Well, our rapids at home, Viking River Splash, closed.
Shut a minute,
Thunder River, Ribena Rumble Rapids, whatever it's called these days.
Terrible,
and just full of lifeguards. And no rapids. Congo River Rapids can't afford waterfalls.
Yeah.
And has a American trying to be Australian, sounded like a New Zealand
he's gone
guy.
now.
He's gone.
Apparently, yeah,
What,
last
throughout
week
the
or
whole
so,
ride?
the soundtrack's gone, is what I've heard. The voiceover's gone.
Oh, that's good because it was awful.
The new theme is still there, but from what I've seen on stuff
new
like that,
theming?
the new
The
song,
soundtrack.
new
You mean they
soundtrack.
repainted the car?
Um,
But I don't want to get sidetracked
But
by
yeah,
details 'cause-
I may be wrong, but from what I see is that the Australian American Aborigine is gone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, nice clean water. Yeah. Nice clean water and all of that happy
Yeah,
stuff.
it was a good ride.
It was very blue.
It's a relatively
Very blue. I don't know what dye they're using. No, it does not dye your clothes. But yeah, it
Just
was
your
very
soul.
blue.
Just,
Yeah.
which is fine because I haven't got one.
I had that little hissy fit, and then while we was absolutely drenched, didn't we get? Sure, got food.
No, we considered it.
Yeah, we didn't eat for ages.
Did we go for? I think we went for a wander after that.
Let me just check my
Yeah.
photos.
I think we went for a wander.
I think
Yes, we tried to find some sunshine to dry off in.
Oh, there was plenty of that. Thus, my sunburn tells me.
We went to. Oh goodness.
Find some benches.
Yeah, no, we went to Osiris.
yes.
We
Oh.
went over to Osiris,
Yes, Osiris.
I think.
I'm gonna let you cover this one.
Oh no, yeah, we done the Rapids. Sorry, went to the Rapids, went to see Trevor, and then we went over to Osiris.
Yeah.
So Poppy can cover Osiris.
I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's all right.
Hello everyone. Sorry for the interruption. Unfortunately, the story that was told in this part of the conversation cannot be put on YouTube, so please enjoy this POV of Osiris. If you wish to know the story, ask Grumpy Theme Park Dude. That's a bit rough.
Into the pot!
You know what? I can't even top that. Yeah.
It's a bit an invert and it's a bit shit,
It's
alright?
alright. Like,
It's
not
It didn't
much
have
to
the
say
wall.
about it.
What?
I didn't think it had to be in a raw.
It didn't have any sound. It was mute. It's probably
wall-
what Nemesis is going to sound like.
The underground water effects that needed more.
Has that ever been retracked?
What, is Iris?
Yeah.
It's only like 10 years old.
Oh, well, that is what Nemesis is like, isn't it?
But I think
Say goodbye to the raw, guys.
the underwater sectiony bit didn't do enough. Just going under.
Well, and then it had the 0G that I always forget about behind the station.
Oh yeah.
Convincing the POV, I'm like, I forgot about that.
But again, I will say though, the theming it's a little bit out of place. It's Egyptian, but it's very well done. Does it suit the park? Does it suit that area? Does it suit that ride? No. But is it very well themed? Yes. And you come out and you
Yeah.
have the Bellagio water fountain show going on.
Yeah,
As you come
I
out
mean, it
the
serves its
station.
purpose, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
does its thing.
And I think I said that earlier though, I think Asterix's theme and compared to mine, it's only 20 miles away from Disney. They have to smash their theme and they have to nail it. And I think they've done very well with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very niche concept.
Yeah.
Like, Asterix
It's
doesn't
incredibly
doesn't translate even across the
Well,
channel
they
to
don't-
us.
I've seen Americans vlog going, and they don't know who it is.
Yeah.
They don't have any idea who Asterix and Obelix are.
A big fat Viking and his small friend.
Yeah, basically. But then think about it. Like, if we go to Universal, I know of Jimmy Fallon,
Yeah.
but I don't know why he deserves a ride.
Yeah, that's fair. I
Like,
don't,
it's
The race
I don't know.
from New York, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I
like-
don't. Yeah,
But yeah, so
that'd be like if Graham Norton had a ride.
that'd be incredible.
It would. You just get to drink
just sit-
Sauvignon and go round on a
In a
little
big
boat.
red chair.
Tell you what, if
In a
this
big
man ever
red
sees
chair.
these keys, do that every now and then. That's right at the end of
That's
11.
that is the new version of Noel's house party right there.
I can go in Gangster Granny, and that's eventually ripped out.
I'm surprised it ever opened.
So after
And we digress.
Osiris walked past the monkey swings and dodging.
Sean ran away.
Which, yeah, I hid in the bush for a little bit,
Yeah.
just to let the heat die down. I'm going to say this: dodgems and monkey swingers don't deserve to be at theme parks. They're seaside attractions. Should be at theme parks.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had
They
done.
shouldn't. They should be at theme parks.
Oh dear.
Then we went into the weird little Viking village where Poppy met Jesus. And
Oh, yeah.
the muffkin fella.
Yeah. Jesus.
That
It's not, I don't know if it's
wait.
a show, but that's
That guy,
yeah.
that guy really scared me. The muffkin. If you look at the muffkin,
Isn't that where Henchbench was as
like,
well?
what happens?
What the hell is that?
No,
Oh, that's the
yeah,
warthog
but
thing,
you,
isn't it?
You missed this whole.
He wagged his
weird-
tail, yeah, when you scratch his head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he didn't wag his tail. He was shaking his leg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put this on the screen for you all at some point.
Pretty found a flounder.
Yeah, I found a flounder.
Which is really cool,
I'm not going to show you what I did to the fountain.
No, it's pretty much what I've done to the French girl. And then we went from there and found Henchbench, which is
Yeah,
like what, a
Henchbench.
4 foot high bench.
It's a
To-
beast of a bench.
the actual seating bit of the bench come up to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just thinking about you on the ride. I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so the Henchbench.
Bench.
That was a good bench.
It was an interesting.
It's a good
I
bench.
think you won bench of the day, didn't it?
What out of all three?
I mean, I didn't actually give her a bench of the day.
That's because there was only like three.
Yeah, that is true. But no, that was good. The little village bit. There was chickens and bunnies
Yeah.
and guinea pigs.
Big bunnies.
And after that, you met Asterix and Obelix.
I did meet Asterix and Obelix. They were very nice as well. They were very cute. That's actually a really
Very
nice
French.
meet and greet section they have. They have their own meet
I'm gonna
and
show you
greet
this.
for them.
I swear that's him.
Oh yeah, I took that photo.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
That's alright. Not that one, but one on my phone.
And
The
then
one that's on the screen
Oh,
right
yes.
now.
And then
what?
Torrent.
Then what?
Where?
What is it?
Did you say Torrent?
Trevor.
No, we didn't go on
Yeah,
Trevor.
we went Trevor
Yeah.
Shoulders. Yeah, we moved back
Ah.
to Trevor.
Alright.
Trevor happened. Toutatis.
Tinnitus. Tinnitus the ride.
Yeah, very. So the first time, let's review it now from the
Yeah.
first time we've done it, and not the second time.
Okay, we'll get to the second time.
So
at
the
end.
first time we done the fast passes, it was really cool. Here we go, bosh, nice little section for the fast passes.
Yeah.
You two went on by yourselves together.
Yeah.
Left me on my torch with no glasses.
Which we really shouldn't have done.
Yeah, left me on my torch.
That's
you know,
appalling.
again.
This is
Yeah. Don't do that. If you have friends that are very seriously visually impaired, do not leave them to get on a.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the small French girls that stood around.
Especially after Osiris.
So I'll let you two review your ride
Okay.
on.
Do you want to go first? Because mine's always a lot more technical than everyone else's.
Yeah, because you're going to waffle on about.
Lights.
Yeah. I loved it. Like, I don't think I sat down the whole way.
No standing up on rides.
I didn't
No
stand
standing
up.
on rides.
I didn't stand up, but there's so much air time that you're literally in the air the whole time. Like, other than that, yeah, I can't. It was so good. It was so good. I loved it.
Are we going to do a compliment sandwich here? Or?
Either way.
Well, you go. And then.
Ours are very. You and I are very similar for what we. Well, that was more the second time, wasn't it? The first time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think the station, the countdown clock for dispatch. That's a really nice touch.
And the fact that it shows what bars are locked and not
Yeah.
locked. So the op doesn't have to shout out.
Very informative, and it kind of fits into the theme of trying to keep that smooth running, going, and also without being horrible, it puts a bit more pressure on the dispatch staff to make sure they
Yeah, because
actually.
when they didn't hit it, his eyes went red.
Yeah,
He's like,
but it's not to say like you're not meeting blah 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 do it, but like the ride up's got a target to try and get that done, and it goes well. I think the first launch at the station, lovely. First inline, lovely. The air time to the top hat, lovely. Doesn't need the rollback, and Trevor's tip.
Trevor's nuts.
I don't know.
I mean, Trevor has got a big tip.
I enjoyed it on the first go round. I did enjoy it. The whole of it, I enjoyed it. Like the tip, I enjoyed that. The top hat, I enjoyed that. What I did like was like the, what do you call it?
The hang time.
The hang time
loop.
half corkscrew.
The hang
loop.
time loop, I think, or something.
Yeah,
That bit.
that's mad.
This bit that I'm about to show you now.
Fuck you,
Very Velocicoaster-esque though,
Yeah.
that part. But yeah,
Death of the dinosaurs.
the first ride, I said I will go into it more for the second time round once we've kind of all
That's
taken
the
it
end
in.
of the day, yeah.
I think for what it is and where it is, and I think I said to you before, bear in mind it's an independent park and the money they spent on that ride,
Yeah.
fair play to them.
Yeah.
It's a massive investment in our park. I just kind of hope for Ashley's sake that in 6 months' time it doesn't lose that hype and it just sort of never becomes a cash cow and they're stuck flogging a dead horse. That's all my concern is about that. But all in all, and the fact you get a lap bar, that's what I liked. No, it wasn't a lap bar, was it? No, it was a harness.
Well, no, it was a lap bar.
It's a,
it was
yeah.
over the shoulder lap
yes,
bar.
it's so yeah, better than having them big old meaty Vekoma harnesses or anything like that. It's a nice. It was nice. All in all, for a new coaster that I didn't know too much about, I enjoyed it. I come off smiling.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I generally
Yeah.
come off with an actual smile.
Yeah,
like,
it's
do you know
giddy.
what? I enjoyed that. Go on then.
Okay.
But this is your first ride though, not.
Yeah, no, this is my first
I
ride.
will say though, I've just realised that where we're sitting echoes, and that's why that family's just moved.
Do you know what that sounds like?
Their problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, just
Yeah.
be conscious of your noise level, because I don't really want someone coming over.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was I saying?
You're about to slag off.
I was about to slag off
Yeah.
Trevor. So Trevor's an arsehole. Right, no, so getting to the station, they've got the funky lighting effect, which is really actually very nicely done and very well programmed.
Yeah.
My concern with that is, will it last? In the sense of, are they going to want to replace them LED tubes when they inevitably die? Don't know.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a bit weird at the end? If only half of it works? Very much so. But for now, it looks really good. I don't know why it does any of it. Like, I don't know why that light show happens. I don't know the purpose of the light show. But like, it's nice. Like, it's nice.
Yeah, I like it. I didn't realise as well, it's going to be amazing in the dark, because
Yeah.
I saw... as
If
you
it makes
go
it to
down-
the winter, yeah. The lights.
We'll make one winter. It's the aftermath of the first winter.
Yeah, once they have to put it back together again.
Yeah.
So yeah, trains were incredibly comfy actually.
Yeah.
I knew a grand total of bugger and all about this ride really. Even though someone had told me, I just didn't listen or really care.
Hey, I told you.
Yeah, and my point still stands.
You know what?
It's better that way. So I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, no
On the
expectations, yeah.
So you go out, you do your little drop.
Yeah.
I can't remember if there was a launch. Was there? There's not a launch. Is there a launch at the bottom of the first drop? It's
There's launches everywhere,
It's like a
honestly.
mini launch, isn't there?
Yeah, I feel like what happens is, you mean when you come out the station?
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, there's like a slight, there's like a slight drag. She's so nice that way. There's a slight drag, isn't there? Like, as
Yeah,
you
I
come
feel
out
like there's a
the
bit of a
station,
boom.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go out, and that first, I guess, anti-bank is what I'm going to call it. Oh no, adverse bank, because you're banked to the opposite. Instead of being banked like that, you're banked like that. That was a bit of a shock
Yeah, I
to
enjoyed
the
that, though.
system.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that, even though I'd stared at it for about 10 minutes. And we go around and we hit the switch track, go on to the first sling of the slingshot launch.
Yep.
Great sound. Great sound.
Here we go. What a magnificent sound!
Go over, bit of airtime. It's like, okay. Go up the top hat and come back. First ride, I didn't notice any reverse airtime. These guys did.
Oh yeah, I did.
I was just like, oh.
I was flying.
And we go up to Trevor's tip. I don't know if we touched the end of his tip, but we got quite high. and then went back over. There was definitely some air time going back over.
Yeah.
5 air times in all, apparently, according to the mug.
According to which mug? There's 3 of us.
Yeah, the mug in the shop, didn't it? It said 5 air times. 5 air times.
Yes, and then you go over the top hat, and there's trims on the other side, which you really notice.
Yeah.
You really notice them trims. It's like, I'd like to try it without the trims, but they're bolted on, so it's not like they can deactivate them. And then we get to the part of the ride that it's like a field. It's the car park part of the ride. There was nothing there. The ride was there, obviously. Obviously, we didn't just get to the end and like fall off like Roller Coaster Tycoon style.
Yeah, it's just
But like, it needs some. It's just tunnel. No, it needs a tunnel or something that you smash through, because it's just like track that you go through very fast.
Yeah.
And then obviously there was the hang time thing. That was a bit weird. It was all that part of the ride was over really
love the
quick.
hang time bit.
That part of the ride was over really quick.
Yeah.
Like, it felt a lot quicker than the start of the ride, if that makes sense. But yeah, you do your stuff and your things and you go around. It does have that inline that's incredibly fast. Probably the fastest inline I can think I've ever been on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And then it's over. And it has some very, very nice brake fins.
Yeah.
That it does.
Yeah, linear actuators, don't you know? But yeah, it was surprising. And I did say I think I might like it, which is about...
You did, and I'm glad I'm glad you've said that.
Which is about the best compliment you might get from me these days.
I think I actually liked that.
That's the best fucking thing I've ever done in my life.
I think I might like it. That's...
I was glad you liked it, because...
I don't like anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't like it.
Like the whole day for me, I was thinking, oh gosh.
I mean, opinions may have changed later in the day, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, as it stands.
As it stands at this point of the
You'll
day.
have to stick around to find out
Yeah.
more.
But yeah.
No benches though. By Trevor.
Yeah, no Trevor benches.
That was a bit.
No trenches.
No trenches.
So yeah, that was an interesting thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then from Toutatis, where did we go after Toutatis?
Is it the log flume?
It was indeed.
Did we do Oxygenarium first?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did the auction.
You went live on it.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
auctionarium.
Good old Storm Surge.
Yeah,
Senior.
that's
Storm
good.
Surge.
Got a nice little floaty section at the end.
I don't really understand the theme, but I like it.
I don't understand the ride, in all honesty.
You went live, so we
Yeah.
took your mum and my mother-in-law down it.
Yeah.
From home.
Okay then.
That, I don't understand that. I don't. It's not an attraction. It deserves to be at the park. Why have we got these? Why? I know there's space fillers.
I mean, at least it was built into the hill, so it wasn't like an eyesore.
Yeah, wasn't
But
it?
is it?
Thought Park.
But is it worth putting it on the fast pass thing out and or paying £6 for it?
No. But then, would you paid £8 for a single shot on Goudrix?
At least I know it's terrible, but if you didn't, you probably would though, wouldn't you? If you went on a busy day and it's 120 minutes, you
Yeah.
would.
Well, having never been on it, maybe, but knowing what it is, I would pay 8p.
But I just don't understand these water-based.
Yeah.
They don't need to be at a theme park. You can find an alternative at flat rides, but it's not needed.
Maybe Storm Surge will go to Chessington's new water park.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that, but I don't get it. So just Storm Surge at full park, it's always like an hour queue, no matter what.
And
Even
it's
it's raining.
ugly.
Yes, it is. Thank you, and it leaks everywhere. It's just like, yeah, it's just nah.
Like me.
Although, to be fair, it was quite funny watching that small child again get smashed up by the water from the overflow from Oxygenarium as he was walking down to Toutatis.
Oh no, that was from the log flame, wasn't it?
Oh, the log flame,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, the log flame, that was quite, like, you nearly knocked her out, bless her. So, yeah, we done Storm Surge,
Yeah, so we done Storm Surge, then we went to the log
the
flame,
log flame.
Yeah.
of which I have POV'd, and you can
Men-
see some of that now.
Manhill Express.
Log flume boaty ride of boatness.
Boaty with boat face. I don't know where to start with that. I
My
don't.
God.
We got in the log and everything was okay.
when we got out of the station, everything wasn't just gay.
The minute you kind of went up the first part, and then you're on stilts, in what is quite a narrow
And
log
long.
flume.
Yeah.
Like that bit.
And it's very curvy, which obviously then creates kind of a rapid situation.
Yeah.
Which
Them
then,
rapids are pumped into that, weren't they?
No.
There's no.
They're not.
No.
It's
That's legit. Just the
Does
water
it?
getting pumped round.
But then, of course, if you add our weight into that scenario as well, tipping becomes part of it.
Well, you guys
And
blamed
the
me for
whole
tipping at the back, and I blamed you for tipping at the front,
it
and
was
it
none
wasn't.
It wasn't any of us. We all just panicked. at
It was
once.
just like, oh, this boat is veering violently to the
Yeah.
left.
It got to the point where you guys at the front, and you guys, we'd done the first drop, and you guys are drenched, and I was bone dry. And then we got up the second lift hill, and all of a sudden this boat just stops and tips. And I don't know if you guys saw it, or my video, we tipped kind of backwards and left, and the actual water went in over the boat. So I didn't get splashed.
You
the
got
boat
drowned.
sunk. The boat sunk for like 10 seconds, and I was absolutely like, how? How has this happened?
Yeah, I mean, for the full POV, which I will have to put up as a full thing before this
Yeah.
goes up, just so you can all enjoy, because I would pause this now and
Honestly,
go and watch it, because
Yeah,
it was...
I kind of want to see it.
We'll watch it later.
I would say I was fearful for my life on that,
Yeah, I think I was, you know.
because I was thinking,
I mean,
it just
I would
tips.
say that got the most adrenaline pumping of the whole day.
Oh,
Honestly,
100%.
honestly, there was a point of that where I was sitting on that log and I thought, you know what, I don't think I'm getting off this. And it was the bit, just after it tilted.
So that was just
Up on
before
the stilts.
the first drop, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then you had this weird moment where the water level suddenly became level with the rim
Yeah.
of the
The boat.
The track
of
on
the
it.
track.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you kind of had this situation where
And that's how that girl got soaked.
if we did go, we were going, and it's
Yeah.
not a short fall. That is.
And
Death
like,
becomes
me and
you if
Sean
you go
combined
that
is a
way.
heavy boat.
I mean, I did like after the first drop when it goes into the water coaster stuff.
Yeah,
Sorry, to cut you
that
off.
was-
Yeah.
That reminded me of Atlantis, SeaWorld.
Yeah.
That was that first drop. Sorry to cut you off. One near death.
And then we hit the second drop,
That was it.
and we were just thankful for our lives.
Yeah.
I've got a fantastic,
By this point-
fantastic video that I'll send you, you two.
I won't lie. By this point, I have not had a good day. I've been rattled on 3 roller
Well,
coasters.
other than Trevor.
I had Trevor's
you
tip.
enjoy driving Trevor's tip.
Other than that, within them 4 hours, I had
I'm
not
gonna
had a
do,
good time.
At this point, I'm going to start a Trevor's tip count. How many times we say Trevor's tip in this?
Trevor's tip and Trevor's hat, the top hat. Trevor's top hat. Hello.
Don't you know? What?
But I will give it to the log flume. Well, too far, I'll give it to Parc Asterix. You don't see Trevor's tip much, but you get some really good views
Of Trevor's tip.
of just Trevor in general. You get some really good
Yeah, but you
views.
don't. The whole back section you don't really see.
No, but you do on the bobsled. So they've done it really
Oh, yeah.
well. So like Trevor's tip, you can see pretty much everywhere in the park.
Yeah.
It's an enormous tip that can be seen, but it's not like.
He's got a big black tip.
But it's not like you think, oh Christ, there's Trevor. It's Trevor's there.
It's like I envision all these French kids walking around going, "Oh look, there's Trevor."
Then what I mean is that it's not intrusive, is it? You don't think, oh Christ, it's like like when you guys were on Tidal Wave,
Yeah.
and I was looking at the lift hill, looking at the drop, you could see Trevor's tip.
Yeah.
As the water's gushing down, Trevor's tip
Yeah.
is there, really prominent.
Right in your face.
Well, yeah. Back on track. Log flume, really well filmed again though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't do the actual station, but we could see from the outside of it. Yeah, it looked good. No benches. Oh no, there's the fence bench.
Fence bench.
Fence bench. So it's really weird. The fence is around the last sort of turning bit of the log flume. They've incorporated benches into the fences. Benches into the fences.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
They've done really well.
Clever.
Yeah, generally that
And they
might
had
have
the
been
junior
sarcastic.
bench.
The junior bench. So yeah, the adult bench had like some little. What? The adult benches like a rocky effect that it would climb up to and go in. Lovely. And then
You can see Trevor's tip from them as well.
you could see Trevor's tip, yeah, and Trevor's top hat. And then the junior ventures didn't have the rocky effect, but no, it's a good use of space. To be fair.
Yeah.
And then what was the right opposite? There was like a little pizza burger place. Food options, amazing for the park, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, that'll be another little.
And then we went on tidal wave.
No, you two went on tidal wave because I wasn't stupid enough.
You can cover this one.
So yeah, we went on the tidal wave
Super
splash ride. It was all going quite well until we sat down really in the boat. So
It was all downhill from there.
For the walk on we had on that, it was nice and it was pleasant, and then we sat down and then it all just went to absolute chaos. I don't think, because obviously when you see people go down it, you think, wow, they got really wet going down the slide. Wow, what a good slide. But no. What has in fact happened to these people that you don't see is that they've gone up, they have gone
somewhat down,
a little bit down into a cave of darkness and wonder until it went down, and then we all got wet, and then it went round, and then
many fountains,
and not, oh look, there's a fountain, as in it might as well have been someone standing there with a hose pipe and just spraying you with it directly in your face.
To which then they stood up.
Oh yes.
A lot.
Yes. Yeah, we had someone standing up a lot in our boat.
Sorry, when I was watching down at the bottom and I saw that young man jump from the queue line straight into the boat at the top of the lift hill.
Don't do that, guys.
You do.
I looked at him and I was like, he's got to be like part of the maintenance team, and he's stopping the boat or whatever.
Even the maintenance team.
Yeah. And that's when I was like, no, he's actually. Oh, okay, he has literally just jumped on that boat at the top of the lift hill and stood up the whole way down the drop.
As you do.
And it's a double drop as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was like Valhalla drop 2.
So basically, if that had messed up and he flew off on the first part, he would have been smushed. Yeah, but it's not that. It's not that bothers me. Well, it obviously does. But what bothers me is that I would then be the tit that's stuck.
Yeah.
Because
watching his head bob along the water.
Yeah. Traumatising.
I've got great footage of it.
So would I, actually.
So yeah, that was supercharger.
Yeah, we were absolutely soaked.
They've got a really good viewing platform for that as well, to the point that the wave just smashes.
I cleaned the glass wall, which is very smeared, so I cleaned the glass wall.
Yeah.
Did my good deeds.
Send the invoice to at Grumpy Theme Park, dude.
Yeah. But no, the wet splash section we didn't know to stand from, and then there's one that I was kind of hid behind, so it's really nice to be fair. It was really
splash
good.
guard.
Yeah. And then it was off to, was it Bob?
Yeah, by this point we're absolutely soaked, so...
Yeah, so bobsled have been temperamental for the day.
Yeah.
Temperamental being the word. I mean, you saw the maintenance team halfway up it at one point, while people were sitting in it.
Yeah, I mean, they were just resetting it break by break, it's fine. As you do, it's the thing. So
I don't know how I feel about this ride.
What, trace to hurrah?
Yeah. Trace to hurrah.
Hurrah, hurrah.
I'm going to call it Slippery Bob.
Shifty Bob.
It's a rattler.
Look, I've never been a massive fan of bobsleds.
Well, you've never been on a Mac bobsled before?
No, I haven't been on a Mac one. But the ones I have been on are like the actual metal bobsleds that you control the brake yourself.
Oh, toboggans. That's what you're thinking of.
Yes. But you can't control the brake on that. And I always just have this thing that you're going to go veering off the side. That's what I don't like about it. And then when you...
And you and I put on Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah. At one point, your car, obviously it was a tax charge, your car snaked.
Yeah, it did.
And I saw it, and it's caught on my POV as well.
Yeah.
You did that, and I was like, this is it. It's going off the edge. Like, I can't bring anyone. And the worst part is, like, if you're going to say you died on something, you don't want it to be a bobsled.
Yeah, I want it to be a Keith sled.
It's a Randy sled.
Ooh. Bernard the sled.
Or Bernie.
Yep.
Bernie.
Bernie the sled.
Yeah, I like a Mac bobsled. I like the new support reinforcements they put in because of Trevor.
It was my first one. I might go on a different one and I'll be like, I just didn't realise how high it was. So when we got to the top, even you were like,
Yeah. It was as high as Trevor's top hat.
Well, it's tip.
No, tips higher than the top hat.
It's tips higher than the top
Tips
hat.
higher than the top hat. Yeah.
That's a skill. Fair play, Trevor. Fair play. Yeah, so we did that. That's a Mac Bobstead. I've been on a lot of them. Been on a lot of Mac Bobsteads actually.
Yeah.
It's one of the longer ones. I think the longest one's at Heidi Park.
That is quite.
Yeah.
I will say that they are quite long. I didn't realise how long it was.
Yeah.
They just kept going, and I was like, oh well, here I am.
Then we went to the little moosh, didn't we? We had hot dogs. We only got hot dogs.
Yes, we went and got hot dogs.
Yep.
You
Which
almost
the
died.
mustard was unreal that I genuinely thought.
You generally didn't have
oh.
much luck at all today, did you?
No, honestly, I had like a bite out of that and I couldn't see, I couldn't wipe my face because I had mustard
So
on my
what you're
hands.
saying is you've got mustard gas to power.
Pretty much. It was not, looking back on it, I've not had a good time really, have I?
Actually, didn't we go on the Madhouse before that?
Oh, we did go to the Madhouse, yeah, because Poppy went walking around, so you went on the Madhouse.
we lost her
which
because she went in the shop.
Craig is bitterly disappointed and frustrated about the Madhouse because...
The pre-shows don't exist.
There
Well, they
you
probably
go.
do. So anyone who did the pre-shows, they were great. You'd go in, you'd have to like hail Caesar, and you'd have your face taken, and you'd be in his little Roman army, and then you'd go and do the Madhouse. So we just walking through the queue line, straight into Madhouse, like straight into the
Yeah.
seat. The TV, I have no idea what was going on with them TV screens though.
No.
Like the aspect ratio was weird, so you have black borders.
Yeah.
We did have my favourite screen that said "Attention, no sauce." Quite enjoyed that screen, and we watched it as the ride cycle was going. Obviously, the HDMI was getting looser and looser because it went green, green, green off.
Do you know what I love about that is that in our last chat after a theme park, you said what is the best
And it was that one, wasn't
you've
it?
ever seen.
Yeah, but
it happened on.
You can see the potential in that.
I will
right?
go and say that is a enjoyable funhouse.
Yes.
I like Hex purely for the storyline, but
And
the
the
actual
music,
ride, yeah, but the actual ride itself, the actual madhouse of it, isn't the greatest. So I think they've overdone it in Hex with the bit in the middle and all that bits and pieces.
That's a story-based attraction.
Yeah, this madhouse is like sweet. We've got a couple of mermaids on the wall, we've got a couple of TV screens. You're in a boat, you've been flipped upside down. I enjoyed that. I did.
Yeah.
I really did
But you can see
enjoy
the
it.
potential if everything worked, right?
Yeah, 100%. And the catapult obviously wasn't working either. Out front.
Oh, the catapult. No, the catapult just
Yeah.
was missing its arm, didn't
That's
it?
it. Missing the actual catapult.
I've got a feeling that ride doesn't have very long left. If they're not going to reopen the
Big
pre-show,
space as well, isn't it?
that's big. Well, it's 3 showrooms,
Yeah.
two showrooms and the vault.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
But yeah, and that was probably the biggest sort of like for me today. Was
Yeah.
the state that's now in.
You were disappointed with that. It's quite. It was really obvious to see you disappointed with that.
Yeah,
Which,
especially when because I'm like we've just walked back out the exit again.
Yeah,
I
that
forgot
was-
that we, like.
yeah. Then we just mooched, didn't we?
Yeah.
We done the. It was a little red family coaster. Next to Pegasus.
The little flying Zier thing.
Yeah, that's alright. It's a filler, 15-minute wait, longest queue we had.
Those brakes were savage.
It was, yeah, it was tough. Yeah, I want to say some German man was on the bottom brake run, and as we were going to the second one, he was like, "No, stop!" I was like, he's talking about the bars. Oh, God, the chest. So like, he gave me fair warning.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's another ride.
I mean, that's an old ride, so.
Yeah. And then from there, got ice cream and Coke.
Is that what we did last night?
Yeah, 'cause we went over the bridge, didn't we, again?
Yes.
And ice cream and
To be
Coke.
fair, that was quite good because we're going to get 3 Cokes,
And 3 ice creams for €20.
€20, 40 cents.
40 cents.
That was-
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And then we ended up going through the old show buildings. What was the old ghost train? It's no longer the ghost train.
Convinced the old ghost train. I'm convinced the old ghost train is in some of that building though.
Yeah, you can
We
see,
saw
you can see the queue line.
I
you
don't
can
understand
see...
why it went away. Somebody in the comments tell me why
Maybe
it
it's
went
been
away.
because COVID. The
No,
generation...
it went before that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, apparently it only lasted like 4 years.
Interesting. Yeah,
That whole area did seem a bit weird. Did you not think it seemed
that
well out
whole
of place?
area seemed very Hills Have Eyes. It was just a really weird...
Shining.
No, but it's just a really weird aura. It was not... Don't get me wrong, it was nice to sort of just not have ride attraction noise. But it just seemed a bit like... Where's that second part? There's like 20 people. I don't even saw it all smoking up on the corners.
Yeah.
In the show building.
We found a really massive smoking shelter.
Yeah,
It's what we found.
It was strange. It's a shame because, like I say, if that was the ghost train, it had loads of life in that bit of the park.
Yeah.
See what it is now. And we went on Scorpion Express / Flying Fish /
Oh, the others here next to Osiris.
next to Osiris.
I mean, the thing we forgot, we did queue for the car ride at one point.
Oh, we did give you a car ride, the wheels off.
The wheels came back. Instead of being like that, they were sort of like that. It was just going.
Yeah, like
And I.
Oh, you fellows!
Oh no.
And they sort of just did a rough sort of like, oh, that's not moving.
El Broco.
And then they did an announcement, and I was like, we should probably just leave.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I always say at this park, and I understand why they don't do it, because why should they? There's not a lot of information stuff like that in English. A lot of their meal request stuff, the menus are all in French, and it's fine because you're in France. It is what it is. They're not trying to cater to everybody's needs. You're going down there. If you want English, you come to
And
Disney.
Asterix is a French
But
IP.
even then,
Yeah.
that's not. Even then, you shouldn't even say that.
No,
they're
no,
not
no.
catering to English people. They shouldn't have to.
No.
It's a courtesy that they put stuff in English. It's
Well, I mean,
that's what it is.
I spoke to a chap on Trevor in French, and he turned around deadpan and said, "No, I'm English," and that was one of the cast members, one of the
Oh
crew.
yeah, that was the
And he was
one that.
letting us in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, but no, that's fair enough to them. Oh, we checked out the Sky Bar thing, didn't we, as well? But we couldn't work out if it was free or
Yeah,
an
I also
upcharge.
don't really understand the point of it.
It's
I
quite
really
nice,
want to
don't
sit out
it?
there. I bet it'd be well nice.
Yeah, but if you're looking, if you're one of the unfortunate souls got a seat out that way, you won't see into the car park.
I mean,
If
it
you got
rotated,
that way,
didn't it?
you'll see.
Spinning, aren't you?
Oh, they are rotating on it. Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, and the less time I have to spend looking at Goudrix, the better.
Yeah, yeah. I don't hate a lot of things in life.
Just me.
That is that is up there. And then yeah, I mean you look at it now. It's every time we haven't done a lot, but we were there for like 7 hours, 8
Yeah,
hours.
I mean, we've probably been going for what?
about an hour.
Nearly an hour now.
We then covered.
We've covered 7 hours of park.
Yeah.
And there's other stuff that we haven't really mentioned, like
No,
just
it's
general ambiance.
yeah. The water diving man that we saw for about 20 seconds.
yeah,
That was shouted at
which
because he didn't
get-
sit down.
Huh?
That's why they escorted us out. So we had to take a seat. And they wouldn't.
Oh,
so we
is that why they
just
escorted us
threw
out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminded me of Thorpe Park's diving show back in there.
We had ducks, plenty of ducks,
Plenty of fish. There are a lot of
plenty
fish.
of fish.
Plenty of
Yeah, so we ended up back at Trevor. We decided at 6 o'clock is now a queue. So no, come on, let's do this properly. We'll do the queue line. We'll do it all legit.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, can we just talk about the actual Trevor area and how very Wicker Man-esque it is?
I think it's
What,
better.
what did we call it?
Tombstone Trev.
No, not Tombstone Trev. Oh, yeah, the name for it, isn't it? It was like Happy Wicker Man.
Oh no, it was because Wicker Man was the man of fire. He was. What was it?
I thought it was like Happy Wicker
It
Man.
might have been.
It was something like
Basically, there's a big statue of Trevor
that. Titty Trevor.
at the front of Trevor the Ride, and I have named him Tombstone
Oh
Trevor.
my god. Trevor the Ride. That's a better name than Saw the Ride.
So we got Tombstone Trevor. He's like this, I don't know, 16-foot Asterix comic character.
Cool Trevor.
And the big shield says Toulouse the Defender, which translates to Trevor the Defender. But he looked at
I
his
can't wait for the UK adverts that come out for that. It's like, Trevor the Defender.
his shield looks.
See it now, can't you?
But his shield looks like a tombstone, so I just named him now Tombstone Trev. Like we got Wicker Man's got Big Bob, the head's Bob.
Oh, yeah.
So I have named this one Tombstone Trev.
Tombstone Trev.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's very narrow around that area. There's kind of picnic benches on one side and a weird sort of horse cart.
The
thing.
entrance is a bit hidden, did you not think as well?
The entrances, yeah.
Like, it's sort of just over
But
there.
it's weird because as you go in past the log flume bit, it says like "Welcome to the Festival of Toulouse." Of Trevor, sorry.
Yeah, Festival of
That's
Trevor.
again, that's very Wicker Man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wicker Man Festival. You
There's
know?
no one going around going, hey,
Well, no, but there was when we were by Trevor's tip, and they had the weird.
What would they do as a
No.
Viking?
But what's the the one that spins and does all the things at the same time?
Oh, the super airtime machine.
yes,
Yes.
that
The Loki.
Loki.
Loki. There
Yeah.
was that song on repeat and have people clapping at the end of it.
Yeah, didn't it?
And that's what gave it a wicked
they were like clapping like at the end of a concert, like bloody good song that though. Bloody good song.
I don't know. It's just very.
I don't imagine the Bjorn and the Towers going, "No, that's a bloody good chant, old chap," you know, as they're all going, "Hey, you."
But yeah, you had Tombstone Trev. There wasn't much else around it, but Loki was there. Not the one from Marvel. But it's just very narrow. There's a little coffee shop on the left, wasn't there? By Tombstone
It was
Trev.
designed to funnel you straight into the queue line.
Yeah. Which we done. We were there. It said an hour wait time, didn't it? I think we done about 45.
I think it said 40.
40. We done about 45. So yeah, fair play to that
Got
one.
queue jump to come.
Did get queue jumps quite a time. One and did get thrown out. The feeling,
Big security bob.
I will say the feeling was quite immersive around that area. You had the tombstones and some. I guess if we could speak French, it had like a storyline going along it because
Yeah, but I mean, there wasn't a lot in the queue line. It was just mostly netting and bins
Yeah.
And queue jumpers.
and queue jumpers and waist high
I
LED
tell you
lights.
what, was there? I can't remember. Was there actually any music in the queue line? Was there like any?
There was none.
It's just literally the roar of
Yeah.
Trev.
I quite liked it though.
The Trev roar.
Well, we did see the.
Trev roar.
We did see the knee-high lighting ready for the winter when it comes in.
Yeah, but it wasn't recessed, so you walked in. I walked into it twice.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had to grab it and try to feel what it was like that
Yeah.
small child. Turns out this is a light. But yeah, it is. I don't know. Disappointing? No. Underwhelming? Yes. For that queue line, it's a queue line. No one enjoys a queue line,
mean,
do they?
I have no opinion. It was just there.
It serves its purpose, though.
Yeah.
I
It's
kinda
a
like it.
line
You're being
that
mean.
you queue in.
I like the way their bins are.
They're on like a floaty.
Yeah, they've got their own bridge.
Yeah. And then you get into the inside part of it,
Which is really short.
but then it's 1 to 4 goes to right, and then 5 to 8 goes to the
You
left.
get to pick as well.
I don't understand that. Fine. And then yeah, we go again. Done it all properly.
Yeah, no filming this time.
No, we actually
You just actually went and rode it.
yeah, and then this is where you and I have certainly a bit of agreement on some bits.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, do you need Trevor's tip? I think you could be better off without Trevor's tip. Because I think if you come up, I said to you, you come up that first little launch from the dispatch station, do your inversion, and then have another little boost. But you still got
If you just got rid of the transfer track and Trevor's tip, you could just go out round, hit that launch, bang, off you go straight over the top hat.
yeah, because we've got to
Yeah.
walk through it. But Trevor's tip is a novelty.
Yeah.
But I can. Is Trevor's tip going to get boring after a while? Like,
Yeah.
for us, like, for the first time riding, think, oh Christ, okay, you got the rollback, cool. Now do the boomerang.
It's like giving people a rollback that's not a rollback.
Yeah.
You know how people are like, oh, I want to roll back on Stealth or I want to roll back on
Yeah,
Rita.
yeah.
Well, they just give it to you for free.
Yeah. But the only thing I do like about it is kind of got the reverse power launch on it as well.
Yeah.
So, in French, Toutatis means everything. And I said to you, that's the biggest problem with that coaster, is try to have everything. It's got the rollback, it's got the tip, it's got the launches, it's got the air time, it's got the inclines, it's got the hang time inversions.
Yeah.
Is it all bells and whistles? Second time round, it kind of felt that way.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it still, I still really did enjoy it. But is it too much? Well, you say Swan doesn't do enough.
Yeah.
Swan doesn't do anything.
Is Trevor trying to do too much?
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Because
Except I sort of enjoyed Trevor, I don't enjoy Swan.
Yeah, and I think I said to you on the way out, has Parc Asterix done that?
Cool, right, we're back after the battery change. We were just talking about the end of Trevor's tip. In the second ride and
I think the second ride, it was still good. I still enjoyed it.
yeah.
But you come to realise that there might just be a bit too much for that
A
coaster.
bit too much going on.
Yeah, like I said, I think Parc Asterix invested a lot of money into that, but they could have dropped out one or two elements.
They
and
do
made
like
that
their
back in.
backwoodsy bits, don't they?
Yeah, but I think if they just took out, I don't know, one of those air times and put, like you say, a wall, a tunnel, a fountain, some mist, whatever, what we said in the Q9 was we need to do the reverse top hat.
When you go backwards up the tip.
Pump mist into there while you're going back up the tip,
Yeah.
and go through the mist into the fog or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he's meant to be a warrior. And I've seen plenty of films where there's loads of mist and stuff on the battlefield.
Yeah.
But I'd even
Yeah,
take
you're
like a wooden catapult, move it from.
Or just take the smoke machines from Zues 2.
Yeah, or even if they are going to get rid of the madhouse,
Yeah.
move that catapult over to the back end of Trevor.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to attack you.
Yeah, just something. It needs. If it's meant to be
Yeah.
a warrior, give me some warrior theme.
Yeah.
Even a couple of like, they're called piles, so like the big bonfire things. Like,
Yeah.
Even have some of them with some LED lights in there and some smoke coming out of that. Make it like a battlefield.
Yeah.
Because they've got the weird Stonehenge thing above the dispatch desk on the outside. But they could have easily built a couple more Stonehenge things.
Yeah.
Just
They
anything.
do like their stone. You sure there were Stonehenge things in guest services that were signed by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've no idea what any of you said.
But I just feel.
Just want to throw that out there.
You and I said this earlier, Craig, that it appears that everything at Asterix is 85% done.
Yeah.
The rides are done, or it's almost.
It serves its purpose though. That's the reality.
It's almost like everything at that park is so nearly done,
Yeah.
and then in the last week or so of getting it finished, they just started something else and left it.
Yeah.
You're like, no, but just
If you just finish this off.
yeah, please, just paint that or just finish this off.
Yeah.
And that's my only. There's two criticisms of Parc Asterix. There's not enough benches, but it is.
That's number one criticism.
But it is a disabled-friendly park. Genuinely, if you've got someone in a wheelchair or
I've never seen
whatever.
anything like it.
This is my wheelchair! There are many like it, but this one is mine! Without me, my wheelchair is useless! Without my wheelchair, I am useless!
So well thought out.
Oh, if you've got. Sorry, yeah. So disabled access friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very disabled access friendly. Every ride has wheelchair access, lifts. There was no, from what I can recall, apart from Pegasus, there was no real stairs to be climbed for ride entrances.
No.
Pegasus didn't it?
Pegasus does have a lift though.
Yeah, but
There was definitely a log flume that had stairs in the queue, but I don't know what
but
they
it did
were.
have a wheelchair side bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also, I wouldn't let a non-ambulatory person on that.
No, I think it's about using your savvy, isn't it? But that park, it's not
Yeah,
overly.
Merlin.
It's not overly hilly. It's quite a flat park.
Yeah.
Well, France is flat, isn't it? To be honest, it was all marshland. Sorry, so that was all ocean beforehand. So ignore me.
The more you know.
It was generally, if you look back before France was created, it was all, hence why Bromley Marsh is flat. Just Kent, because we were all joined together. It's fine. So yeah, disabled access, fine. Pram access, fine. Don't bring those trailers. I don't like them.
Yeah.
They should be
I
banned.
didn't see many today.
No, but they should be banned across all parks.
Yeah, they're horrible.
And then my second, what was I going to whinge about next?
The mustard.
No.
Yeah, that's my second complaint. The
Yeah, the
mustard is
mustard.
like
Yeah,
mustard.
The mustard I asked for.
I said the merchandise is relatively cheap.
I think the merchandise is wonderful.
It's £10 for a mug.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's more both your department
if
and
you're
mine.
if you're going to compare, and I know you shouldn't, they're different parts. If you're going to compare merchandise prices to what you get here,
Yeah.
I would say that's probably 25-30% cheaper than what you find here.
I think it is at Merlin to be Merlin to be fair.
Yeah. And then the second complaint was.
You don't have one. You have a nice
No.
Goudrix.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get on to. A lot of the rides there are rough.
They're showing their age. A lot of them rides are old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Goudrix is 1989.
Yeah, Goudrix, if you're going to go to the bottom left-hand side of the park and do Goudrix, Pegasus and Zues like we did,
Yeah.
it's going to be a tough.
Pegasus shouldn't be that rough though.
No.
It's not that old.
It's going to be a tough ride for that. So just prepare yourself for that. Yeah, but Goudrix don't do it. That's all I will say.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Goudrix, just don't.
I'm not sitting. Yeah.
Don't
Again,
do it.
disclaimer: I'm not being the grumpy theme park dude here in a minute or anything like that. That ride is a health and safety hazard.
Yeah.
100.
Honest to God, you will
100%.
come
It's a
off
coma health and safety nightmare.
I didn't know what happened.
I'm gonna watch back when we get
Oh, I
back
just
in. I'm gonna watch
while
back when
you're on
we
the
get
phone, I watched mine back, and I might do a bleeped version because
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of words coming out of all our mouths. I think it's probably been caught on all the cameras, so we shall see.
yeah. But I mean, it's both your first visit, so yours, you know. I'm comparing. I've got a comparison. You guys haven't.
I like to think that every park would be too good, too bad. So the two bads was what I said there, but the two good ones. Theming,
Unreal.
the theming for a park of an independent structure like Parc Asterix, very well done, and you can see that they've spent money on that theming.
Yep.
And the second one is ride. I want to say ride. I don't know what you call it. A ride scale from kids' rides to Trevor.
The ride spectrum, I guess.
Yeah, there is. You could come as a family of 4 and have like a little in a pram and there's stuff there.
Yeah.
You could come with like a 6-7-year-old. There's rides there.
It's
You
a
can
very
come-
family-friendly park.
It's a family-friendly park, but without being looking at us, we're a family-friendly park. We're all soft colours and fabrics.
Yeah.
There's thrill rides there for every age group, and that is.
Well, and to be
massive.
fair, only 2 of them were 1.4.
Which is Trevor and
No, Trevor was 1.3.
so 1.4 good.
It's like Zyrus.
Yeah,
That's something
Zyrus.
else.
I think the bobsled might have been there, you know.
Possibly.
I think it was the bobsled. But yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed Parc Asterix, and again, thank you to them for inviting Poppy,
Yeah.
and Poppy tagging me along, and convincing them.
So you both go again.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, we've always said about it when we come to Disney for like in 3-4 days that we should probably. We've always said if we drive past, why don't we
Yeah.
take one day out and go
Now
to
the
Asterix?
problem we're going to have is every time we go to Disney, we're going to go, oh, well, hang on, do we add a day
Yeah.
to do Asterix?
You have to
Or
get
do we
an
deduct-
Asterix annual pass.
Oh, God. Well, I might cancel the Merlin one and just get an Asterix one, to be fair.
I mean, you get the same amount of concussions on both.
It might be worth just paying for the Chesterton one for £30 a year for Chesterton. Cancel the actual Merlin one because this is closer to Asterix than it is all the towers.
yeah.
But then you've got to balance it out with all the travel. I know you travel here a lot, but that's nonetheless.
Car points.
Yeah.
Club car points.
Car
Yeah, so that's my
points.
too good, too bad. Pops, too good, too bad?
Too bad first. Queue jumping is on there. I did see security stop one person.
I feel like that's just a French thing.
I don't think it's French. I think it's
I've had
more common in European parks than you find it
Unless
in
you've got
English
Legoland.
parks, apart from
And-
Legoland.
apart from Legoland.
It is, to be fair, I did have to see security.
I'm used. This is the first time I've ever seen security in
Yeah.
Europe ever, and the first time I visited Europe theme parks was 2008. So it's the first time I've
there's that.
ever seen it. God, I sound old saying that. The first time I ever visited Europe was the year Chester was born.
Chester?
And the other one, it's not really directed at the park, it's the guy that stood up on...
Oh, on splash boats.
Yeah.
The stupidity of
That-
certain
yeah.
park
I mean, that-
attendees.
I saw a lot of people do stupid things, dangerous things at this park today. Do not stand up on rides. I don't know how hard it is.
Don't jump the fence and jump on a boat that's moving
Yeah.
on the lift hill.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what people expect to happen. This is
Don't
how-
touch the person sitting next to you if you don't know who it is.
Don't inappropriately touch people. Don't leer at people. Don't
Yeah.
jump into boats
Especially
that are
cast
moving.
members.
Yeah, just leave people alone.
I think it's just the sensibility of it, is what you're trying to say
Yeah.
there. Be sensible, be safe.
Use common sense, and if you don't have common sense, probably don't leave the house.
And you're too good?
And my two good are, I thought the theming was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Just, again, for a standalone park, like you said, that not many people really know who Obelix and Asterix are, especially as time goes on. It's unbelievable the amount that they have put into that to maintain that kind of feel for
I
it.
mean, it's a French institution, Asterix.
Yeah.
Obelix.
It's like
Yeah.
Tintin in Belgium.
Yeah.
one. And
Sooty in England.
Barney, come on.
I love Sooty and Sweet.
Creedy Leisure Park have Sooty bands.
Do they really? Oh, I love Sooty and Sweet. My other one is probably just the ride operations.
Yeah, for the most
Like,
part, they were pretty
honestly, all
solid.
the
Other than
days-
Goudrix, which they were just.
Oh, they were shocking. But
I feel like all the attendants have already had concussions, so they were
if
like.
you look at like Trevor and things, the
What part of
way-
Trevor are we looking at?
Not the tip. But if you're,
Efficient.
yeah, you're looking at the way they get people on,
Yeah.
and I love the fact that your bags go here, they're wheeled away, they bring them back.
So
That is
That's
quick.
unique to us.
And
Just
that's-
I've never seen
that
it.
stops people kind of congregating. So if you went on something like Oblivion, where your
Yeah.
stuff gets thrown there, what ends up happening is you kind of get this weird situation where everyone gets off, but also the people that are getting on with bags have to walk across and then chuck everything.
yeah, what was that? That was Osiris. Well, just to touch it, Osiris and Trevor definitely had it.
Yeah.
But there's certain few rides there that they would literally walk down the train, and you put your bags in a little trolley.
Yeah.
And then when your train's done, they
You
will then
yourself
bring it
could
back
be a
out.
Parc Asterix trolley dolly.
Yeah, that was brilliant. And so again, France kind of, well, Parc Asterix kind of ask you and encourage you to take your bags on coasters.
Everything.
Yeah, on everything. And I guess that's them taking accountability if you ship everything, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, how many signs on Trevor were saying, clear out your pockets because
Yeah.
stuff is gonna fall out?
The only
Yeah.
thing with that though, you did almost wipe me out of a Coke bottle first thing this morning.
Yes, on Goudrix, which is the least of my worries on Goudrix, really, wasn't it? Then you would turn if ever hit me with the Ashes Cup that we lost
Yeah.
on log film. So it's fair.
Teamwork.
Trev. I've got Trev in mine now. Too good, too bad, Craig.
Without making it a lengthy essay.
Only too bad. Madhouse, that's a bad.
Yeah.
That's a real shame. That's a real shame.
As it stands, it's yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, but as it stands, yeah.
It's gonna sound weird, but even though they've added a lot since I last went, because the way they do the theming, it didn't feel like they've added anything, because everything just blends.
Yeah.
Flows, doesn't it?
It flows.
So it doesn't. You don't have that like
Break.
that. This is the new one. This
Until you get to Osiris though, because Osiris is Egypt. It does say Egypt, so you walk down there.
Yeah, but that was new last time.
Yeah,
I
but
went.
it still
Yeah,
it
true.
still flows. Everything
But, like,
Yeah.
merges into
even
itself.
where the entrance to Bobsled was into Trevor,
Yeah.
it flowed. So it's like that's just been there.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't have that new feel.
Yeah, like Jumanji was its own separate
Yeah.
section. And yeah, I get that.
I miss the picnic field.
We all miss the picnic.
Yeah. Stupid B&M launch multi-wing rider dumb thing. Just been on Mandrill Mayhem and I have literally no opinion of it. It is absolutely pointless.
And how dare you? Too good?
Well, it's always nice to go to a park that I've been to with people who haven't before.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
forgot what that's like. I've been to so many places now that I don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's new and shiny and I've never been I don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
So I have to live vicariously through other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh God, we have so many places to go now.
Great. What's another one? Jesus Christ, what is another one?
I'm going to throw it out there.
I want
on
to
your
say Trevor's
behalf.
tip.
What about the audio? Because all day it wasn't over about. It was a bit
wasn't-
quiet at times.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
But
It was
again,
very,
it
but
flowed
then in
nicely.
some areas there was none.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like park-wide audio. It was like some. Because I said it on the splash boats.
Tidal wave.
Tidal wave.
Yeah.
There was loads of speakers that they were using for their PA to say sit down even though they weren't listening and they were standing up. I think some music going through there. It was just weird. It was just like go around and look at these fountains and get really wet.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. There was the sounds in the station on Trevor with all the.
Yeah.
But there wasn't area music.
No, other than the Loki ride with the weird concert.
And every so often clapping and hallelujah, hallelujah. It's like one of them.
When
Like,
you do that, you sound like the Simpsons movie.
Where else was there?
what else in The Simpsons?
When he gets When he goes looking for Marge and he finds that wigwam.
Ah.
She's like, hold on.
About. I'm going to steal a bit here. I think the food outlets were very clear and very visible and very open and very. You could always find somewhere to get a drink. You could always find somewhere to. I'm going to make money off
Oh,
it.
actually, no, I know. Even though it was full of many people, it didn't feel busy. It didn't feel crowded.
Yes.
Spacious park, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know if it's spacious or there's just so much kind of stuff for people to do.
Yeah, I feel like obviously Trevor had a lot of people in his queue line. And up his tip.
Trevor's tip was popular today.
Yes, it was. Wherever we were in the park, we could see Trevor's tip. In fact, we should have a hashtag. Strange places you can see Trevor's tip.
I'll see you on Tower of Terror tomorrow.
Okay. This is going to be a live stream. Look, Trevor's tip.
Yeah, it flowed.
Or tip watch.
Yeah,
Or
it
tip
flowed.
watch. Yeah, it flowed. That was quite nice.
I'd say the only bit that it didn't was on the bridge by Osiris. That's a very narrowy bit of bridge there. When we
Well, actually, no. To be fair, the bridge between
not Osiris.
Zeus 2 and Goudrix.
Yeah,
is
that's
that
what I
one,
meant.
right?
Goudrix. Yeah, sorry. I all in all, I'm disappointed in their bench game. Very disappointed in their bench game. But they do have backwards benches and that kind of jazz and whatever. But bench wise, disgraceful. And that has slightly annoyed me because I've sat here and said it's a really nice disabled friendly park and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have benches.
Yeah.
So that's all.
They did have hench bench.
It did have hench bench, but that's all I've really got because there's some really nice backwards benches that sat by the lake and all that kind of really nice views. Just put
They
up more
could have a
benches.
great picnic area there.
Yeah,
if they
down by
wanted.
the Displex.
By the disco.
Yeah, by Cobra.
Yeah.
Samperla.
Is it me, or was the fire effect on that a bit bizarre?
It started, it stopped, it worked a little bit, didn't work
Like
after
when it
that.
worked, it was impressive.
Yeah.
But I feel like it should have just been on, like, gently
Yeah.
smouldering, and then when it
Yeah.
got near, gone.
Rather than the burst of it, yeah.
So yeah.
But bearing in mind though, I will give Parc Asterix credit, they've only been open 2 days a week for the last 4 or 5 weeks. This last week was their first real full week.
You guys keep track of that way more than
It's
I
only
do.
because we just drive past all the time and we look for dates, don't
You
we?
know.
And it's, I think it was literally...
I think you're at a stage of the fandom that I was at 15 years ago.
Yeah.
15, 20 years ago. I don't pay attention any... Do you know what I mean? If Trevor opened 15 years ago, I would have known that thing inside out.
Yeah.
I didn't know it existed until today.
I will say
I'm
though...
at that point, like, it's not that I don't enjoy it anymore,
Yeah.
but I'm so jaded. You know, you can only have... It's a launch coaster. You can only do a launch coaster so many ways.
Yeah.
I know what I expect when I'm going to get a launch coaster.
No electronic keyboards, that annoyed me actually. No queue
Yeah, just
times.
them weird TVs every so often.
Yeah, no real queue times by the ride entrances. That was
The
a
app
bit.
wasn't terrible.
No, the app was very good. The app was
I
easy.
feel like there probably is an English language option on there. I just couldn't find it.
Yeah, well, I mean, ours was in English because they did it for us.
But it's like half and half.
Yeah.
And which is a bit weird. But I can't fault them for that because the fact it's got an English in it is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird. Obviously, because you guys are definitely more hardcore into it than I am now.
We'll get you back.
You won't.
We'll get
will
you
not.
back.
I mean, you have been to about 5 theme parks in the last 2 weeks, so we're getting there slowly.
Yeah.
And you went on your own, so you can't even blame us for that one.
Where?
Towers.
We all know I went to Great Yarmouth for other reasons that will not be mentioned. in this.
Towers.
No, that was with me.
No, Craig went Towers.
No, I did go to Towers.
yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And you went to Disney about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I need a holiday for that. That was a holiday. That was I need to get away. But again, even when I come here, I didn't know what was new since I'd last been. You know, I just don't keep track. These people ask me these questions and they seem to filter down to me. But whereas before I'd go out and hunt it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not. The irony of filming this is I'm not going to sit there and watch plenty of people online doing vlogs and videos and that. I don't have the time nor the inclination anymore.
As long as you watch the bench videos, that's kind of...
Yeah, because I'm in most of them.
My one view on
Yeah,
my
and
bench
mine.
videos.
Yeah. I mean, the only videos I watch seem to be ones that I'm included in some manner. And that, to be honest though, that makes these topics a lot more interesting. These videos more
Yeah.
interesting for me.
Yeah.
Because you've got the jaded old fart me, who's travelled a lot. And you've got the newbies, the new blood. I'm passing the torch, did you know? And it's weird though, because I do look at it and go, I used to be like that. Oh, not that.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
You'll be there in 15 years, don't you worry.
But will Tara's tip still be in there in 15 years?
Oh,
Would it be as clean and shiny?
let's see if it makes the winter.
Do you reckon they shine his tip up every
Right,
winter?
let's just say this now, if we wrap this up. What lasts longest? Trevor's tip being the way it is now,
Yeah.
or Nemesis's terrible new track? What needs
What
work
lasts-
done first?
Nemesis' track.
Yeah, Nemesis track will
Christ, they
work
put it
that
up
far.
yesterday. It's probably damaged today.
A leaf probably fell on it and fell down.
Yeah. I mean, Christ, I never thought I was going to go to Warren Towers and see a meaty Nemesis dick vein and down the track.
Yeah, so I like to call it the phallus.
Yeah.
Phallus.
Not the phalanx, they're the phallus, because all they do is... Have you seen it when she's right up with her face in the vein going, oh, look at that Nemesis dick vein.
That can fit pulsing.
Right, we're digressing.
I
It's
can't
now
wait to get
12
invited.
o'clock at night. We genuinely have to leave.
I can't wait to get invited to Merlin Media Days. Oh, that's a nice dick vein you painted on that Nemesis.
And to wrap this up, as it is now nearly midnight, and we have a half-hour drive back to the hotel, and we're both up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 in the morning.
Well, this
Overall,
life is not easy.
out of 10 for Asterix, Craig,
7.
Pops.
I'm gonna go 9, I think.
Okay.
That's me being generous.
I'm going 8.5, just purely for the lack of benches. Like generally, no.
I know.
But it is. It's a massive thing. Staffing brilliant, theming brilliant,
Stuff fantastic actually.
and if it has only been open the last 4 weeks properly, fair play. I just don't want them to live off Trevor. That's my thing now. They don't just live off Trevor the next 4 or 5 years. There has to be something else.
I don't think they will. And shall I tell you why they won't? Because I haven't seen an advertisement for it anywhere. Not even like a poster
Yeah,
or
no
anything.
driveways
But
down.
if you look
Well,
at
that and
anything Merlin do, it is slapped in every newspaper, everything.
Yeah.
And then it never lives up to the hype and everyone gets
And
upset.
let's not forget, they had already started construction behind Osiris while we were there, so
Yeah.
they had a massive
Yeah.
drawing out that I couldn't see very well.
I think Asterix is
Yeah.
definitely going in the right direction. It's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
And for our first time to go there, and we had Trevor and all well and good. For us two now, not so much Craig. That's the expectation now every time we go there.
Yeah.
So they kind of have to raise the bar again.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to be a world's first, but it needs to be
Something good.
something new, something worth visiting again in a year's time, 2 years' time, or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. It never has to be the world's first. It doesn't have to be the UK's first. It doesn't have to be.
The UK's
Yeah.
tallest
You know, stop trying to break all these records.
that don't
Because-
exist.
Because,
right?
yeah, they don't exist. No one particularly cares. And what happens is you make a bad ride because you're so desperate to break a record that doesn't exist. Like I'm calling it now. Project X is going to be a disaster.
Primetime Exodus.
Oh yeah, whatever it's called. Project Exodus is going to
Not
be a
Loggers League.
disaster.
Yes, not always late.
The advertisement is going to be horrendous. The TV adverts will be horrendous. It won't live up to it.
It'll sink.
And,
I put money on it having some form of foundational issues. I'm not disparaging the contractors who they've got to do it. I just don't think it's going to work.
I mean, ultimately, the issue they face is that they decided to build a theme park on an island. It's not really an island, but it kind of is an island because of the amount of water that's around it.
Well, it's a quarry.
Yeah, so you're going to get those issues. And the thing is, they're limited by what they can do there.
Well, no, you're limited by your imagination. Unfortunately, if we're going by what they put on Instagram, their entire project delivery team for the entire world in Merlin Magic Making is 20 people.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
But we'll leave that for another day.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're still watching, you're mental.
Rand's go to bed.
I won't lie, I ain't gonna watch this after we put it out.
Nah. I'm gonna have to watch this 14 times to edit it. So yeah, subscribe.
Don't bother, please don't bother.
Yeah.
I'll be very
Please
angry.
subscribe to me. I'm a
Okay,
nice person.
Subscribe. He don't care.
If you decide to subscribe to me, I'll be very angry.
Yeah, and
The
then
more you subscribe, the more I've got to do, and I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
It's effort.
we're gonna have to like forward on from benches to tables.
Oh, no, it's too much
No,
effort. But yeah,
no.
give her a follow.
Table review. Yeah. She's taking the reins because I'm old and crippled.
Yeah.
He don't care.
I've got no interest in it unless you got a
And
bench.
she's full of youngness
Young
and
spunk.
enthusiasm.
I'm literally.
From Trevor's tip.
Right, you know what? I'm calling it. We're leaving.
What, you calling it Trevor's tip?
Yeah.
But just remember,
Right.
hashtag Trevor's tip,
Hashtag henchbench.
hashtag henchbench.
I don't have a hashtag for you. Hashtag moist.
PMA.
PMA.
No, PMA.
Oh.
Poppy May's Adventures. Not Positive Mental Attitude, Poppy May's Adventures. Hashtag PMA.
There you go.
I thought you said PMS.
Poppy May sucks.
I need to go home.
And
I
we're
need to
done.
go home.
And we're done.